this week, David defends falling asleep at the wheel. Chloe learns that there are some places she shouldn't stick her finger. And I want to be a massive slut. So, let's strap down. Let's strap in. And let's do this.
This is just another trucking podcast.
Technically, you both have pictures of things that go up people's arseholes behind you. Chloe's got pictures of hamsters, and you've got a picture of fists there, David. Anyways, shall we start the show?
With a flower.
Honestly, that too. Who knows what fucking goes up there? Hello, this is Just Another Trucking Podcast. I am your host, Tom, and I'm joined, as always, by my good friends and co-host. Hello, folks. How are we all doing?
Hello, how are you? I'm good, thank you very much.
You're really shouting this week.
Am I? Should we
You're
calm
quite
it down
loud.
just a notch?
Well, not
Okay.
too. God, it's like one or the other for you, isn't it?
Yeah, you
Is it
literally
really?
either sit right by it or like the end of the episode, you slowly get further away, and then everyone's like, "We can't hear Tom." Yeah, it's because he's fucking far away from the mic.
That's because I forget that I'm on a podcast, which
He
is...
gets too relaxed. He just sits back.
I'm just
You
chilling the
do.
fuck out.
You just start chilling out, and you're like, "Yeah, whatever."
Relaxing, it ain't too taxing.
But
I
don't
probably should
relax.
introduce
Sit
everyone.
right on that fucking mic. Right, go on.
Sit on it? I
Ah,
don't know.
not
think...
literally.
Yeah, let's not go there. Let's
Not
So
the
Tom-
way you're thinking.
How's life? How's it going?
It's very good, but I've still not introduced you all. Well, I'll say it's very good.
You did.
There's things that happen this week. I'm fucking
When does it
angry.
not happen?
Come on, let's keep the language down a little bit, just a little bit. Let's just.
Honestly,
you
no.
know,
I don't think
no.
Tom can this week.
I
He's already
sent
flipped out like
David.
several times.
I sent David a minute-long rant this week on via WhatsApp because of the absolute, and I'm trying to think of a good word, prick at the hairdressers.
Okay.
Um,
Twat bangle.
and fucking. So I have been trying to grow my beard. I've spent so long.
He's trying to look like me.
Obviously.
No. I want a full, like, proper, like the sides. I want is like a proper full.
The
full,
sides
full beard.
suck.
Like, I don't know. Like, I want it to start like basically like at the top of the beard.
You want a beard?
How do I explain
okay.
this?
Like
I've had that.
A
sideburn
proper
style,
one.
but
Yeah.
yeah.
Because mine's not a
exactly,
proper
yeah.
beard.
I'm trying to, but I'm trying to explain it for
You've
like
always got,
the
like, a
podcast
goatee beard,
listeners,
haven't you?
those people who can't see. So yeah, that's what I was trying to do. But anyways,
From the ears down,
Um,
you want a beard, basically.
exactly, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been growing it, and they were almost the point where I could start grabbing it. But I thought I was going to a funeral this week, which I will talk about because there's a whole story behind this. And I asked him just to kind of just tidy it up a little bit. And I've not been to this place. I know it's such a fucking stupid idea. And he had like one of these. Do you know the classic like barber things that spin around?
Chair?
No, not the chair. Like the little sign.
Oh, the sign in the window.
Yeah, it's got like
Yes, the
kind of
light
red
up sign,
red and blue stripe.
swirls.
Well, he had
yeah.
one of them, but it was full LED, and it was in my eyes, and I couldn't fucking see anything. And I heard him, and I saw a hair could drop down. I was like, fucking, that's a lot of hair for some just been trimmed off.
And you don't have a mirror in front of you.
I do, but I can't see very well because of this fucking light that's like basically in my eyes. And then I went to go and go and check and see how much. I was just like, I looked at him and I went, "Oh, dude, what the fuck have you done?"
Did you actually say that to him?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And the entire hairdressers went completely silent.
Oh, no.
Like, every single person, and I was just staring at him, and I said, "Mate, what have you done? What part of just a little, just tidy it up a little bit?" And he goes, "Do you want it pointy?" I'm like, "No." At no point did I say that. I said to you, I am trying to grow a big beard, and you've just taken off all of this. And he's
How
just
much
like...
did you take off?
I honestly, like, it's going to take me like 6 months to grow it back.
Jesus.
Like a couple of centimetres
it's
or
I am honestly... He gave me the haircut for free and all of that. But I was honestly fuming, like, because it has taken so long, and there's this stage when you're growing a beard where it's just fucking this irritating, like you can't do anything with it, and I was almost past that stage. I was like thinking February, I'll be past this stage, and we'll be fucking we're free and clear. I can do what I want with the beard. It'll be a proper beard. Nope, we have to start the whole fucking process again, and it'll be next December before I'm actually at a fucking point, I think. I was so angry.
So you mean
I
we
hope
can't
you had
put
that
the
for
beard
free.
this year?
I did, yeah. Go for
Yeah.
it, yeah.
Yeah. So you can't put baubles and that in your beard this year then?
Nope, can't put baubles in it this year. It'll be next year now.
Devastated.
Honestly,
Devastated
I know we've started this off, and all I've done is rant about my beard, but I'm really upset about it.
Oh, you should be upset. Fuck, dude. Come on, seriously. This is like the front and center of what people look at. You know what I mean? It's just it's not as if it's something that can be a quick fix. You know what I mean? No, this is months of effort, months of waiting, months of, you know what I mean? As in, like, it'd be nice if you could just buy a wig for your face, you know. But you know, like, one thing that last time I went to the barber wasn't that long ago, and I never been to your black barbershop, basically. You know, I've been to barbershops, but this was like a, you know, African American barbershop, you know, where
specialized.
It was just more like, only because I think they were right next door to where my wife, she got like some she had to get something done there that the hairdresser couldn't do. Like she skinned her sides of her hair, and she wanted a pattern done. So she went next door, and that was pretty cool. But anyway, so I decided, you know, she recommended them, so I went there. But one thing that they did do that I hated is, like, they don't let you see what they're doing until the very end. Like, and this is actually very common practice, because I was watching the other guys get their hair cut too. And like, why are you not looking at what he's doing to you? He is making you look really stupid. As in, like, okay, I'm sure he's going to fix. I'm sure he's going to. I didn't say this out loud. In my head, I'm watching the other guys, and like, but why can't you just have him face towards? Like, you have angles everywhere. You know, they have lights everywhere. As in, like, just let him look. That way you can control. Like, okay, no, that's a bit too much. That's a bit too much. So I just figured, you know what? He's a barber. He's probably done lots of beards and everything. And I just said, okay, like, I don't want in my beard, for the use of those of you on YouTube, all right? I don't want a straight down and, you know, right angle. You know what I mean? I don't want a square jaw, basically, kind of thing. You know what I mean? I kind of just want a little bit rounded, just a little bit rounded. But he had it going all the way out here, and like really rounded,
all the way up
like,
to your shoulders.
Well, it was just the way he had it rounded, as in, like, Jesus Christ, no, it's fine, whatever. I'm never going. I'll do it myself. You know, Here's your expected tip. This is all the stuff I'm saying in my head, by the way. And it was just like, okay, I'm just never going to a barber again. I'm just going to do it myself, which I have been doing. I just was lazy and I just didn't want to do it, you know. But
I think it's standard practice, isn't it? Because I've not been to a hairdresser since I was about 16, 18, because they just hack it off. And you'd ask for a little simple trim and then shoulder length.
Kayla was talking to me about women's haircuts, and she's like if she went to the hairdressers, it'll cost like between £80 and £100. And I said, but surely your hair is easier to do, because all they're doing is just making it. What, more than a guy's haircut? No.
Yeah, you've got to style it. Yours is pretty simple, isn't it? It's trim it short, done, shape it. Women's like layers.
Okay. We're apparently getting into this. Welcome to the UK's largest trucking podcast, where we're about to talk about women's hairstyle. This is the topic we're getting into.
And men's.
Fuck everything else.
My wife cuts my hair. As in, you can see she does a really good job.
Yeah, but look, right, okay, so I've got like a kind of, I have a short back and sides with like, kind of like, it's all, I like a certain style where it's basically kind of, I like it fluffier on the top, I like it messy, I like it to look like I've just got out of bed, which incidentally is kind of where the style came from, but anyways, let's not get into that. But it does take, you know, they're having to like kind of like, they're going around to like the little buzzers around the edges, around the back of the ears, doing all of this sort of thing. But I don't get, what are they doing with a women's haircut? That's different.
Yeah,
to
but
that.
you've only got to fade that. That's like a fade you do. With a women's haircut, they got to pull out layers, and then they got to pull out
What
sections.
layers?
You've
Oh,
got
Tom.
to have section. Look,
Come
there's
on.
layers.
You're arguing about something you
layers.
have no idea what you're talking about.
Why are you?
I don't know what
questioning
fucking.
this?
That's why I'm asking. What layers? There aren't no
You're
fucking
not, you're
layers.
co-
It's
It's,
hair.
wait. And you know when you go and buy kids' clothes and then they go slightly.
Why are we
older and you
talking about
pay
kids'
more.
clothes now?
No.
Will you
I've
let her
got a
finish?
meaning for it, okay? You go and you buy kids' clothes. They reach a certain age and they get a bit bigger. You then go on the next standard up. You're paying for more material. Therefore, you're paying more. So when you go to a hairdresser, there's more material. You're paying more. No?
Yeah?
No.
No,
Technically the
Makes
same.
sense to me.
Technically the
Although-
same. There's more you're paying for.
Who's paying £100 for a haircut though? Because I've never heard that.
I'm not. No, I'm not doing it.
I've
People
Well, she was
do.
saying it was like
I know,
80
I know
plus
my
If it's
wife
like-
has paid more for that.
If it's like a
for
colour
haircut.
treatment, then yes.
I think
I don't.
It's a style and it's a color. They do cost a lot of money. It's not cheap.
Hmm.
So, yeah.
I don't. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm. I'll be honest with you. If I went to a hairdresser's and it went, yeah, it's 80 quid, I'd be like, you know what? I think I might be bald for a while. I think I might just go ahead and just fully shave my hair because
Yeah, go
I
ahead
ain't
and put it
paying
back
you. I am not paying you fucking 80 quid. I don't. I
Just
mean,
undo what you just did.
when you say layering, what's layering?
Oh, I don't know. Why are we talking about hairdressers?
Well, I don't know because you're trying to justify and saying like 80 quid's worth it. Apparently it's a bargain.
I don't go to a hairdresser, all right? So I don't know why it's worth it. I'm just pointing out more hair, more style, more money. That's all I'm getting at. I don't know why.
Right.
There's more
There's-
options.
There could be the well, like my wife gets coloring. You know, she has every color under the rainbow at one point,
Yeah. it's pretty
and
cool.
so that's a different story altogether. That's like an all day thing, you know, where she's like, I'd like, oh, she's got one
Okay.
next month, so that
Right.
means I'm gonna be watching the kids all day by myself.
I will say your wife's hair is always fucking like it is
It's always
stylish as
awesome.
fuck. But like, say for instance, like Kale's hair, which is just
Uh-huh.
I don't know. And I will say
We're losing people, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't give a
people are getting
fuck.
bored
I
of this.
don't give a fuck. We're talking about
Like,
women's hair. This is the
That's why
topic
I'm
that we're
just trying
talking
to move
about.
on.
Like, no, we're not. But like, it doesn't. I don't get this because all it needs is just occasionally just chopping off at the bottom, just make it look shorter, make it look a
Let me
bit
get-
Right.
fluffier, so it's
If
all
you
nice.
you go and do that to Kale's hair and see how she'll like it.
She's asked me to do it.
What? Just a straight cut?
Well, no, but
fuck
like
off.
making
Get
it no,
get a
not
vacuum,
straight
get a
cuts.
vacuum hose
If
and
she's
suck up the
on-
hair,
yeah.
and then
yes,
cut.
there you go. See how she likes
Yeah.
it. There you go. There you go. £80 well spent.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, move on because you're boring me now.
Right, that's fine. I don't know
You're
if
meant to be bringing
that's-
all the energy and argumentativeness, and you're just disappointing me at the moment. Come on.
Okay,
No.
well, I have a topic for you guys, and it's going to get fucking deep here. Like,
Oh.
Right, this is
seriously
what you're here
deep.
for.
And the
Come on.
hairdressing wasn't deep enough.
That's what she said, question
wasn't
mark? I don't
cutting
know.
edge enough. No.
Right. So, I don't even know where to start with this one here. I went to a funeral this week. This is, by the way, this
Okay.
is the energy we're going to bring. Fucking like, and it was it was my uncle's funeral. And tell you what, a bit of backstory. So when I was 2, I think it was, my dad died in Cairo. He got hit by a bus, and the family's never spoken about him. It's this really weird thing where all this time, I've often made jokes about it, about like kind of like, you know, their dad stuff like that, because to me he was never a real person in a weird way. It was like
What age were you? I'm sorry.
so
I missed that.
I was 2.
Oh, you were 2.
But-
Okay, so you
Okay.
I never met him. Like, obviously, I met him, but I never actually got to know him. Never actually, like, I can't remember anything.
Don't remember
There's
him
nothing I
yet,
remember
anything
about
like
him. And it was like no one ever really spoke about him. I didn't actually know a single thing. I know he liked bikes, and that was it. That's pretty much the only thing I've ever really been told. I know it went on charity, and there was a story about this bird. Right. So the point of this story here, at this funeral, this woman came up to me and she said, introduce herself, and it is cause my dad split with my mum quite early on, and got with this other girl, and it was his girlfriend at the time, for when he died, his girlfriend, and they'd been together for 2 years or a year and a half or whatever it was. And it was one of these weird things. She came up to me and started speaking to me, and afterwards, she sat down at the kind of what's it called, the after bit, the wake.
Yeah, it's called the wake.
The after party.
The after party? Is that the term for this? Right. So here's the bread and butter of this. So she starts telling me these stories about him, and it is wrecking my brain because I'm hearing actual things that he did, like little mannerisms. Like, say, for instance, I found out this week that he really likes Judge Dredd. And it's something that, I quite like it. He likes the comics. He likes the sci-fi stuff, his attitudes, his stuff like that. And somehow, and I have no idea. I am sat in this listening to this stuff, and my mind is breaking at this information. That's because it was like this sudden moment where this man, my dad, suddenly became an actual real person. And she's explaining different things, we're talking about we talked about religion, and I was kind of explaining my views, and she goes, that's exactly how he thought about it. And it was do you know there's that thing of how much of you is inherited and how much of it what's the phrase where it's nurture nature? Do you know what I'm talking about when I say that? How much of it is
My
how
wife
much
does.
Yeah. Well, basically, how much of it is inherited? How much of what you've taken off your parents, and how much is learned from their behaviours? And hearing about this person that I didn't really know anything about, the fact that I've actually got the same mannerisms, she had pictures, and the way he sits.
You don't always get that from being taught it, though, do you?
But this is the point, that this is actually, in a weird way, this is kind of the topic, the fact that I was always my belief, my understanding was you learn from your parents. There's very little of it that's genetically passed down, but the fact that it's little things like the way I sit. And you can see the way the way we both sit is exactly the same. And I don't know. Yeah. I mean, what kind of things there must be things that you've picked up off your parents, little mannerisms, stuff like that you've kind of do you find yourself thinking you'll be doing something and think, oh, my mum does that or my dad does this?
I do that with my dad. My dad, a lot of times, he grew up with a bad back. Not grew up with a bad back, but he had a bad back. So he'd always ask for our hand to give him out off the couch, and I do that from time to time. And I was like, nope.
Was it the first time?
I just pop up. It was just. It wasn't the first time because I had a bad back for a long time.
But as in the first time you did it and you asked for help with it.
No, it was more. It was times when I didn't. It was times when I didn't really have it. I just wanted a hand up. And I'm like, nope. I will not do that. I am not my dad. There's definitely a lot of, I pick on my kids a little bit. You know what I mean? Kind of joking around. He does that. I was like, okay, I'm gonna try. I just don't want to be like him. All right, that's the thing. And but I do. There's so many fucking things that he does that I can hear myself. I can hear him in myself doing it. you know, and like, oh, anyway, not that he's a bad person or anything. I just don't want to be him. I want to be my own person.
I've got
But-
the same thing. My brothers and my partner and Daryl, my partner, they say I'm like my mum. The mannerisms and stuff like that. My one thing is, you know, if like something shocks you, is I'll do what my mum does and I'll go like that, just literally constantly, and that's it. And they'll go, "Oh my god, you sounded just like mum." Shut up, I'm not mum. I'm my own person. Again, it's your own person, but it's like, nope, that's exactly what your mum does. And again, with the grandkids, they're like my dad, which is their grandpa. They all sit or walk around with their arms behind them like that, with like a jacket over them, and they all walk like my dad. All my Logan and his little cousins, they all walk the same. You know, when you walk with your hands behind your back, holding onto them, and they just walk along like that.
Really?
All do it. Yeah, and sit cross-legged like my dad as well. It's crazy. It's definitely inherited, I reckon, a lot of it.
I've picked up the date thing. I remember my this is going to sound really bad, but there is a kind of point. My mum forgot my birthday one year, just fully forgot it, and I was so annoyed with her for like several years later.
How old were you?
I don't know. Probably too old to be annoyed about it. In fairness. But like a few years later, I kind of I don't know. I don't have dates. Don't really mean a lot to me. Like you could tell me like on the 22nd of this date that this is going to happen.
Well, I agree. Especially years. The actual year itself, I don't know.
I have to remember. So, I know that Kale's birthday starts with it's 22, which is my lucky number. So I remember that, and then it's a J. So I know it's not January. So it's either June or July. So I know that. And that's how I have to remember it. So I have to remember I have to have like little things in my head to actually remember it. But the thing is, if I didn't have a reminder on my phone beforehand, that information will mean fucking nothing when we get to like August and we fucking bypass that shit. But again, that's something that I've actually that's 100% inherited off my mum. Like she does exactly the same thing, and it's one of them weird things where, yeah, it's. I don't know.
Remember things by connecting them up, though, won't you? That's the thing. I remember a dude's name that I got to sign off on paperwork because his name's Wade, or surname's Wade. It's J Wade, and the company begins with J. So I remember his first initial was J, and then in my head I thought Wade was to do with Batman, but I realised Batman's Wayne, isn't it?
Wade is Wade Wilson. That's Deadpool. But go on.
Wayne. So for ages, I was like, oh yeah, I remember your name anyway, because it's like Batman. He's like, what? And now I remember it clearly because I realise it's not Batman. But now I go, well, it is Wade because I know it's not Wade.
It's Wade,
so,
not Batman.
He did look at me going, I'm sorry. I was like, oh right, okay, I fucked up here. But that's how I remember it. There you go.
Well, going back to my dad's, like. This is like I know this story started off really kind of like it sounds really sad, and it sounds like quite depressing, but in actual fact, so there's some things I've just found out today. In fact, so this is like fresh as it comes. There is a videotape of him. He sent a videotape to someone, and I don't know. I need to get hold of it because.
Yes.
I don't know what he sounds like.
See. Yeah.
I want to hear him.
Wow.
Oh, that would be cool.
Awesome.
That would be very
the
cool.
idea that I could hear my dad for the first time is absolutely it's honestly it's broken me. I'm genuinely I'm so excited about it. I know technically because I was saying this. I know technically I should have like maybe anger or sadness because this is the woman that in technical terms took my dad away from my mum or something like that, but it's not. It's in a day he was happy. He lived like he died young, but he died doing exactly what he fucking loved doing, like being on one of the most amazing adventures you could possibly go on. Like, so
Cairo.
Yeah, it's
Is that where the pyramids are?
Egypt? Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, David. Cairo's in Egypt, where the
I'm
pyramids
sorry.
are at.
I know where. Really? Just because I don't know exactly where Cairo is.
I only know where it is from the Mummy.
Okay, fair enough. Apparently, I'm the odd one out.
That's not the most common knowledge in the world. I just know that the pyramids are in Egypt, and that's it. I don't know where the fucking city is or what the name of the city is. It just sounded a little bit familiar.
Okay, fair enough.
But there you go.
The film The Mummy.
I take it back. The film The Mummy. For fuck's sake.
That's where I know it from. The Mummy. Does it go to Cairo?
Yeah.
There you go.
So yeah, basically that's the whole thing, and yeah, it's crazy. Oh, apparently there's letters as well, and like a diary, and yeah,
You want to get hold of all that? That would be awesome.
That would be pretty cool.
Footage. To get
Yeah.
footage
the
from any
footage
time
would be
over, like past how many years ago when cell phones, whatever, like 2007 when the iPhone came out with their, but as in like not everybody had cameras and there is not a lot of footage.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff missing, isn't there?
Back in, I did have a video camera back in 2000 and I did videotape my kids constantly. I was like, so I just loved looking over my footage of my boys when they were just 1 and 2 and 3 and stuff. It was just because I just knew in the future like they would really appreciate to see that. My uncle did have a video camera back in the day, and I didn't know what a video camera was back then. I thought it was a camera, So he has this camera on a tripod, and we're all hanging out at his house, outside his house. There's a swing set, and we're all just standing there, like, are we going to take this picture or not? You know what I mean? I'm just so all of us kids were like 4, 5, 6, 7 or something, and like we're just kind of like kind of swinging around. We're just kind of we're just goofing around and all that kind of. The whole time he's videotaping, I had no idea. I just always thought that we were just posing for a picture. And we're just waiting for the right. I don't know what it was, but I have spoken about that picture, and he does remember that day, and he's gonna try. I want that footage because that's the earliest footage of me that I can think of. But, yeah.
Here's one for you. The other way round. This podcast. I was thinking about this last night. This podcast is, in essence, the same as that video footage. Your kids, like, reality is there will come a point where you'll be dead and they'll be
binge
gone,
watch
and
this.
They'll be able to go back and see us and hear our absolute dog shit thoughts like this one and like listen to it and go, fucking hell, they did talk some bollocks, didn't they?
One time I said that I said something bad.
Well, they might think words of wisdom.
He was an asshole or something.
Oh yeah, they'll be able to look back at it, Dave, and go, "Wow, he was really."
He was, and then he shows up on the podcast. They've been on the podcast if they're watching the YouTube videos.
Holy shit, they will!
Oh, yeah, holy shit.
And
Logan has, yeah.
Wow. It's
and they really
crazy,
will sit there and go,
this?
"God, you really are a sexist daddy, aren't you?"
I don't know. It's just it's incredible, isn't it? Like the kind of. It's like, in a way, it is like a timepiece. Like, again, like your great grandchildren technically could, like, because like obviously you've got stuff like
the internet implodes and then there's no internet.
Let's be honest, it's not going to, though, is it?
Well, you don't know that. What? Someone might stop
Well,
it.
the internet could implode, but there's still a hard copy of everything. Like, I've got a hard copy of all the footage that we've ever done.
All right. Well, what happens if zombies happen? And there's no internet, EMP. What happens then? Everything gets wiped.
Why do zombies have an EMP?
Or are zombies going to go into every single computer and delete everything?
Well, there might not be electric around. I mean, what
there's always
electricity
really
is just popular
science.
Because zombie apocalypse happened. All right, well, maybe then we're the only thing playing. You never know. We might be the only thing in the apocalypse, and everyone's going, "Hey, trucking podcasts." No, it could go two ways.
It could. That's definitely like a 50-50 chance of that happening. Yeah.
But you have to think in a way that if it is kept and if these things are stored, them pictures of, say, for instance, like Victorian times, when people use Ancestry.com, in like, say, for instance, 50 years, 100 years, say, if these are kept around, these videos will then this like these podcasts, like the vlogs, stuff like that, they'll become part of the record.
Yeah.
People will be able to look back
Yeah.
because you think
someone in the chat just said, "Mr. Ivor Big Cock, it's like a video diary."
yeah. Thanks for reading that guy's name out. Some people in the chat tonight have decided that they're going to make funny names just so we have to read them out if they do say something, which has already happened now. But like,
I like how David only picked out that one though. Let's just point that out.
Yeah,
the other ones
I haven't read the other ones yet. But
well done. Like, you know, like the World War II footage of like soldiers in the trenches, or World War
Right.
footage of the soldiers in the trenches, kind of standing like just looking at the camera. Like, that was not unlike what we're doing. Like, not obviously not the same as what we're doing now, but
It's nowhere
like,
near the same as what we're doing right now.
I mean, I more mean like what it was kind of like a normal thing. They had someone with a video camera, and like they were recording it for this, and it didn't feel. It was just like, oh, we're just documenting this, and then they had no idea about the.
I was just gonna say, does it not make you a little bit like all the documentation at the moment of like, look back at COVID, look what everyone did on TikTok and all that, and everyone's making fool of themselves. Are you not going to be embarrassed by that as when kids are older? And that's not going to be great, is it?
I mean, you raise a good point, but at the same time, because the letters from her dad, which were sent to her, she said that like there's some stuff that's like, because obviously they were private letters to her, and there was some stuff that was said, and there's obviously some things that's going to make him not look great, isn't there? But at the same time, it makes him human. It makes him more real. It makes him, those mistakes, those things that we do that are stupid, and even if we have recorded them, these are all things that bring our humanity out, in a sense. It all stuff that brings out who, like, we're not perfect beings. We make mistakes. If anything, this podcast is a true testament to making mistakes. The amount of documented fuck-ups that we've got on here, but it makes us real. It makes us like these things that, like that footage of like someone tripping over and doing something like that. That it's a real thing. Because otherwise you just, I don't know, you just like a name, like kind of just this. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
You're getting very emotional today.
Yeah.
Am I getting too deep for you guys?
That he brought?
Oh, that's what she said. Sorry.
You started with anger, and then it's like you're going through the stages of depression or whatever. You've just been to a funeral.
Stages of grief.
in
this 1 minute.
Within this one podcast, you're just showing all stages.
Well, it's not. I'm not. It's. I am angry about the beard. I am very angry about the beard still. Like that, I am genuinely angry about. But like the rest of it, I'm not sad or.
You could get extensions from your beard though. Make it back.
My missus said that I could shave off my pubes and use them as extensions. To which I said, no,
could.
we're not fucking. Don't you fucking even dare. No. That
would match a treat, wouldn't it?
Fucking... Where are we even going with this?
All right. Should we do some housekeeping?
David's zoned out.
That's not what we're up to.
No, okay.
Right. So
yeah, we are.
Just a little to part the curtain for a second. Producer has just been poking us, saying, like, don't forget to check the group chat. You need to make sure that we're keeping to schedule. But it says intro, my topic. We did my topic, and it says Judge Chloe's next.
Sorry, my bad. I thought it was like, we don't have to do my topic. Okay, carry on. All right, let's do. Are you okay, Tom?
You finished now, Tom?
Do you want to? I don't know. It's just...
you seem to be taking a while to get over it. Are you okay now?
I don't. What? What?
Can we move on?
Are you sadder about your beard?
Yeah, I think you need
are
to
you
like
sadder
let some
about
aggression out. Yeah.
The funeral?
Oh no, the
Are they on
beard
par?
by a huge distance.
The beard.
The beard.
Oh yeah, by a huge distance. Yeah. Yeah, by a
That
huge
poor
distance.
man. That poor man that could trim that beard. I bet he thought he did a grand job as well. I bet he thought he's
He
going to love
didn't,
this.
because I fucking
That's how
told him
good his
straight
beard
away.
looks.
He got fucking got in.
God, I
Told
can't
little
believe
prick.
it. I'm sorry. I just can't
believe
believe you
it's
let
done
it
in
happen. First of all,
I couldn't see
I
it.
think you're
I
partially
genuinely
to
couldn't see
blame.
it. Hashtag victim
Why
blaming,
would you-
question mark?
Why would
Excuse
you
me?
not?
yes, I'm victim blaming you.
Why would you not look at it though? I still don't. it's
Yeah,
taken me
okay,
a
you
while to
can't
get over
see
that.
I
it.
couldn't
Okay,
see
hey,
it. There was
that
a
light
light
is
in my
making-
eyes.
Could you ask him not to have the light in your eyes?
No, it's
Yeah.
in the fucking window next to me. Fucking like a police thing with white lights. I can't see
you
it.
can always like guide your eyes a bit if you cover up one eye and then like not look at the
Well,
light.
but then
you would
I'm
be
covering
fine.
up what he's doing. He can't fucking see, can he?
But you would have.
I have
okay,
given
when
him
you turned
simple,
around
simple,
to look
clear
at something
fucking
else, you
instructions.
could have
I
done
know.
it.
No. Right. I'm not
What
taking this shit.
instructions did you
because
give?
I said, at the very beginning of it, I said, I'm growing my beard. I want a big beard like this. All I want is just a little bit of like trimming, just neatening it up just a little bit off.
Okay.
And
well,
that was
how
it.
do you know? How do you know that you didn't have random long bits and short bits, and he just evened it all out?
He didn't. I fucking know he
Well, how
didn't.
do you know that?
Because I've been growing it. It's been on my face this entire time. I'm
but you
aware
still
of what's
get
on my
short
face.
Bits. When Daryl grows his beard, he grew it out, but there were short bits in it. They had to trim it right back. How do you know he wasn't doing you a favour? That now
It's not
you
done
might
me a
get
favour.
full
Look at the
on
fucking
if
length
he
of
was
it.
doing-
that comes out like a beauty.
If he was
Right,
doing him a
listen.
favor,
6
he would have
months'
said
time-
he was doing him a favor.
Well, he might not have done.
Listen,
I
just
still-
because Daryl has got beard issues, don't put that shit on me, yeah? Don't fucking come over here and be like, oh, this
In
person's got
6
like
months'
this.
time, you might have a beautiful beard. That's all I'm saying. Don't knock it until 6 months' time. All right?
But I
Yeah.
know
Chloe-
what my beard
obviously
will
Chloe
look like
doesn't have
in
a
6
beard.
months' time because I was there. I was there this week.
A week ago was 6
Yeah, I was fully aware what it looked like
mess with a
in
man's
6 months'
beard.
time because that's where it fucking was. The bastard.
Okay.
Should
Don't
we
you feel
vote?
good for getting that out now?
Don't mess with a man's beard.
All right, let's move on. Whatever is next. I don't give a shit.
What should we do next? Should we do Judge
Was
Chloe or
it-
the quiz?
I think it was Judge Chloe, yeah. Oh, it was Judge
Alright,
Chloe,
let's
wasn't it?
Yep, we'll do that next if you're ready.
Nessa's bought it. Yeah, you've bought something, haven't you?
I have, yes. It's from a guy
Yeah.
called Danny Flynn. I think he subscribes to most of us, actually. But he
I
sent
do
me it
recognise the
in
name.
2 separate voice notes. So,
Ooh.
yes, who's going
Are you
to
gonna play it or read
defend?
it?
Well, it's up to you. I can play it or read it, whatever you prefer.
Let's play it. I'm interested
try
to hear what
play.
this is.
Just
Yeah.
let's play.
I'll play it. Who's going to defend and who's going to prosecute? Or do you want to decide after?
No idea. Decide after.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a HEV lorry driver, tipper wanker, yes, the big bendy ones. Early one morning during rush hour, going to my first job, whilst driving down the motorway, I slowly caught up another lorry, which I noticed wasn't actually staying much in their lane. In fact, drifting off into the hard shoulder, and quite often with the entire lorry over the hard shoulder, and then drifting into lane 2. I wasn't able to overtake due to traffic. After flashing at the lorry for several minutes, I had to make that call to report it as they were still entering the hard shoulder. Thankfully,
Ooh.
nothing was broken down and
Oh.
stationary waiting to be rear-ended. Am I the arsehole for making that call? No one likes a snitch, but the consequences of a lorry ploughing into a stationary vehicle could have been catastrophic.
Oh, I like it.
So, listen,
After
I've
you
actually-
guys take the piss and find me an arsehole or not, I'd like everyone's opinion on what they would have done. Because
Ooh.
waiting for that accident, you never know what they're doing in the cab, but they're distracted, listening to their favourite podcast, laughing so hard that they can't control their vehicle, or they could have had a medical condition, or they could have been pissed as a fart. I don't know, but if someone had to lose a license or lose a life, I know what I would be voting for. So I'd like to know everyone else's opinion on what.
Did you
Okay.
catch all that?
I basically
Yeah.
got it. All right.
Yeah.
There was a.
Well,
there was
did he find out anything from the police after? Do we know, or is that all you got?
No, that's all I've got.
Right. Okay. I like it.
I
So he.
what do you want to do, Tom?
Who's doing what?
problem is, the only thing I can do is I can only go defense on this because I've actually made that call before.
Ooh.
And I know that snitches get stitches, but
All right.
Yeah.
I'll be the prosecution. He's an asshole.
go on. Have you got actually? have you
Get in
got
there,
something?
David, straight away.
Yeah.
He can deal with this. It's fine.
I just like to remind everybody that I am playing a character, and all of my thoughts are just made up on the spot, and these are not reflecting of my own driving experience at all.
Great
Just wanna make
disclaimer.
that clear. All right. Okay.
Honestly,
so
very
Please
professional.
don't hate
obviously,
David.
snitches. Obviously, yes. Tom brings up a very good point. Snitches get stitches. All right. Now, here's the thing. All right. If he was watching a TV show, all right, and there happens to be subtitles, you can't always look at the road. All right. You have to read those subtitles. Okay. So, so it's the television company's fault for adding too much subtitles to a show that probably didn't have enough subtitles in the first place. Okay. Or he might have been making himself a sandwich. All right. And it's very important that you spread that mayonnaise or that butter evenly on the sandwich. You do not want to be eating a part of your sandwich that's a little dry. All right. So you got to be, and people are working very, very hard. You can't just take a break with the schedules that you guys have nowadays. You know what I mean? As in, like, so you haven't got time to be doing this. Maybe he smells and he's giving himself a bit of a whore's bat. He's got his baby wipes going on, and you know what I mean. It's just you don't have time because the employers are working drivers way too hard. All right. So, but
So you're saying break the rules and just keep driving? Is that right?
well, these rules are meant to be broken in order for you guys to get your job done and to be
Right,
delivered on
okay,
time.
yeah.
You know what I mean? You have to break these rules, and once in a while you may dip over onto the hard shoulder completely. It's just it's just
completely gone the hard shoulder.
yeah. It's just like that's. I'm sorry, I can't make up any other shit.
I'm gonna be actually honest with you. I'm so genuinely impressed by that. I honestly want to
Me
just
too.
say I don't. I could not think of anything. I'm genuinely impressed. There's some phenomenal
David's
arguments.
been there.
They're absolute bollocks, but it is cool.
Or sometimes you need to take a nap. All right, even if you have to drive
At the wheel. One eye open.
Have you, Nessa?
Oh God.
Have you
Yes.
told your story on here? Has enough time
Which one?
passed that you can tell that story? The one where you had to grab the wheel.
What?
Has enough time passed for that?
No,
No, what company?
never.
You can't do this to us.
No,
What?
I don't know.
Go on. It
This
was
will have
it
to
was
be
a
edited
while
out.
ago. It won't be.
Can we
Come on, you can tell
theoretically
this
tell the
story.
story? Allegedly story.
No.
You
I'm
were
not sure if
called
I'm
up
thinking
as
of the right
You were
one.
called up as a witness, and you were under oath. You have been subpoenaed.
Is it the one
So
where
we
I
need
was
your
training
testimony.
somebody
Yes.
and I was in the passenger seat?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you can. Tell
I
us
am not
this.
mentioning
Go
the
on.
company name, though. Not in a million years.
No, that's fine. That's
no,
fine.
that's fine. You've got
Okay.
to tell us now. You can't.
So I was training somebody who had not done nights before. I was in the
Right.
passenger seat. They were driving. And I
Right.
noticed our lorry was starting to go across the lanes a little bit, but it didn't have the lane departure warning. So I just looked across. I says, "Are you all right?" And he said, "Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine." The next thing I know, we're going across the motorway really fast, and I had to jump out of my seat and grab the steering wheel.
Oh my god.
So I steered the lorry onto the hard shoulder, made him stop, and I got him out of that seat, and I didn't let him drive again.
Oh my god. What, was he asleep?
He fell asleep at the wheel. Yeah, his head was
What?
tilted back like that. He was
And he just
sleeping
said he
out
was
cold.
fine?
He said he was fine. Yeah,
Or was he asleep already by that point? He went, yeah.
I think he was starting to zone out. Do you know what I mean? We've all done
Yeah,
that where
yeah.
we've started to zone out and we've realised and then pulled over. You know. But
Yeah.
he was fully asleep and went across from one side of the motorway to the other. And I literally
God.
I've never taken a seatbelt off that fast in my life.
And just
Wow.
point out as well,
I had to jump out my seat and grab the wheel.
was that
What
was that
about
not
3
an
years
Actros or
ago?
something like that? It was wild. It was wild. Was it not an Actros that you were in?
What's
They take about 5 minutes
The
to run across, do
Mercedes.
they not?
Really slow vehicle.
I can't remember what lorry we were in.
I'm pretty sure we joked about it. It was because I'm sure it was an Actros, and I'm pretty sure we joked about it because I'm sure was I not in an Actros at the same time?
Maybe I
Probably.
can't remember.
But having said that, the amount have you actually driven anything other than the Mercedes in the past few years? Even
Yeah,
for, like,
I'm
various
in
different
an
companies,
MAN
it's-
now.
Oh, are you?
I'm in an MAN
By the way,
now.
Tom, that's-
Finally in a man.
I've had a student
After
fall
all this
asleep as
time.
well.
What, you have as well, David?
Oh,
Have
oh,
you?
Yeah. Yeah, I've had a couple. Yeah, basically.
You've
Oh,
had
yeah, I'm
more
gonna
than
outdo
one
you
fall
now.
asleep.
Yeah, a lot. Well, again, it's they're just not used to it. You know what I mean? As in, like, I'd be looking. First of all, I'd be like, I could be depending on how skilled they are and all that. And usually, you know, once they don't need actually watching, you know, I'll go ahead and watch a movie on my phone or whatever, right? Because they're just we're driving for hundreds of miles. You know, I mean, just keep ourselves occupied. You know, and we hit the rumble strip on the hard shoulder, and all of a sudden I look over, as in, like, he's like, you know, like, okay, I'm watching, you know, and then I say, like, dude, your eyes are closing. I can take over. Yeah, okay. You know, again, I didn't have to, like, jump across.
That's
you know, but it's
exactly
happened.
what it was like.
Yeah.
I didn't, you know, so it was just more of like, yeah, dude, if you need to take over, it's okay. And, like, but in the future, when you're by yourself, come on, go take a
Did
nap.
that
Yeah.
You know
the
what I
one
mean?
that
As in,
you
like,
had, Nessa?
Wow.
Did that person not? They hadn't slept all day or something like that to try for the shift, had they?
Yeah, they didn't sleep.
yeah.
The day
Is
before,
it-
they didn't sleep. And then they stayed up all night to try and turn their body clock round. But then the day leading up to the
So
shift, he
dangerous.
couldn't sleep. So he'd literally been up for 48 hours and then came
Yeah.
to
Oh
my
work.
God.
That sounds about right.
God.
I've done that before.
So
where
I
they've,
can
like,
understand how it's happened, but there is no way he should have been in the driving seat to start with.
Mm-hmm.
He
Yeah,
should have
give
just
him,
been
like,
honest and said,
Give him
I'm
an hour,
having
give him an
trouble
hour,
turning my
and
clock
then let
round.
him take a nap in the back.
Mm.
Yeah.
You know.
What
But,
did he do? Just get in the passenger seat and just sleep?
No, he got in the passenger seat and he was wide awake all the way back to the yard.
That's the thing. You know what I mean? You get that shock.
Yeah.
And okay.
Yeah.
I'm
That
awake
once
now.
that adrenaline's hit.
Wow.
I mean, he nearly killed the pair of us.
Mhm.
Oh my god. Can you imagine if you were asleep at that point? I suppose you're
Can
training.
you
so
imagine?
couldn't-
I was a good trainer, though. I watch him like a hawk.
I was going to say, yeah. You
I
had
suppose
good
you've got
reaction.
to in that. That's night driving, and it's slightly different, isn't it? I wouldn't be able to do it. Fuck that.
So I've had.
Are you not going to defend?
Don't forget to get into the defense mode.
Well, actually, that's actually where I was going with
Just
this.
making sure, because
Is
Oh,
it
that's
though?
good.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks, Davey. You fucking prick. I'm very aggressive this week.
He just gave him the bird.
I have had. So I've called the police on someone because
is
they
that?
were going multiple lanes.
Mm.
But I did that after. So I had someone where they were, and this happened. No, it's happened once. Sorry, where they were wobbly, and I was going past them, and they kind of straightened back up again, and they kind of got in lane, and then I was waiting to kind of go in lane 2, and the seconds that I could, I started going for it, and then next thing I see a big, well, we'll just say a big red trailer. I'm pretty sure most people will be able to figure out what company this guy was driving for, coming closer and closer and closer to the mirror. And then next thing, the fucking mirror crumples in. I was like, fuck, he's hitting me.
God.
So I blasted my horn, and I didn't know what damage he'd done by this point. I didn't know if he'd done any damage or if it was just the mirror just kind of come in. And so I pointed, went, fucking get over. And he waved and was like, pointed over. And so I put my hazards, kind of came behind him, and the guy just kept going, didn't stop. And he I tried to catch him back up again with him, but obviously I've had to fold my mirror back out, and in that like mirror and or whatever, he's got way too far.
You didn't have that stick
me.
that you can just push it out and push it in with?
On a fucking Actros? Fucking hell, I need an 8-foot stick for that. No, you can't. I used to have one for my DAF.
Can't you just reach across? You're quite tall.
Yeah, it's so funny. Yeah, the tall person is tall.
Good one, Chloe.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
I fucking hate you guys so much.
So he just drove off, and he wasn't aware. What, was he falling asleep at the wheel, or he just?
I don't know. I don't know if he just didn't want to get in trouble, or if he just hadn't realised he'd hit the side of me. Honestly, it could have been either one, and I don't know which one's worse either. But like when I saw someone doing it again a little while later, I called them in, like, because it's fucking even if it is like there's one thing, like, don't get me wrong. And I know this is bad, but if you're flicking through and like trying to find like a good, like trying to find your podcast or trying to find like a different music playlist, because sometimes you've been listening to music.
Are you trying to eat your sandwich from whatever, Greg's?
Yeah, it was actually a Jammy Heart biscuit, I believe, and people were not happy about it. People were really, really like. I distinctly remember getting quite a lot of messages, not like Trucker Tim level of messages, but quite a few of them
for eating and driving.
Yeah. Oh, fucking love them biscuits though, David. Honestly, they are. Oh yeah.
I feel like this is his way of stalling, that he's got no defense at all for.
What more defense do you want other than it's dangerous? The fucking prick needs to get in lane.
Okay.
If you can't stay in a fucking lane, then get. Yeah.
It's nothing.
I feel like I've even
he
brought
is not
evidence
an asshole for snitching on this driver.
No, of course he's not.
Okay.
He's an asshole for being a tipper driver.
That's the only thing he's guilty
That's
of.
allowed.
Yeah. Guilty of being tipper driver. Love you, man.
Okay.
Big up to my tipper crew.
Tipper crew, your ex-tipper crew.
Shut the fuck
You're
up.
not a tipper anymore.
I'm not.
You're a van driver. Right. And actually, how is your trolley jacks going, or whatever it is?
Honestly, I've not used one, which has been great. But I've got the hours in this week, so I'm happy.
There was it Miller's World shared one with stabilizers for you?
Honestly, that sounds great.
That pump jack, yeah.
Yeah, you can get them with stabilizers apparently. Yeah, there you go.
It's not a joke. It's actually genuine.
Oh, it was genuine. Yeah,
it was genuine.
Oh, okay.
It had extra wheels on the side to stabilize it.
Oh my god, I need that in my life.
Yeah.
Anyway, shall we judge?
Yes. Yeah. I just got distracted. Sorry. Okay. Definitely not an arsehole. I think we've quite clearly stated what.
So you already made a decision. We might not even have said anything. Yeah, you already. So what was the point of even arguing?
Chloe,
I obviously won
no,
that.
No.
Fight.
No. You're coming in with, oh, it's just watching TV or something. How's that?
No.
Oh yeah,
Right,
fantastic. Yeah, he's watching TV. That explains all. He's definitely not the arsehole. Come on.
In
That was not a
fairness,
defense.
when this
It was
originally,
good.
when we originally set up this segment, we said it was actually going. What was originally agreed was that it was going to be based on the strength of the arguments. And I hate to say it, but David's argument was by a huge distance better than mine.
Yeah, well,
I would personally, I would like to concede. Is it concede? Is that the right word? But I think David actually won that because his arguments. I don't give a fuck.
Okay,
Come
all
at
right,
me.
okay. But technically, then the dude was an arsehole. All right, I'm still going with that. I'm not changing. You can't change the judge's mind on this. Right?
A
Even
retrial,
if you're
please.
going
Pretty sure I
with
can.
David.
Yeah, retrial.
But I'll give you that. David was very good. Okay, but still, judge has spoken.
No, I don't disagree with any of that.
Yeah.
But whatsoever. I by the way, I have been that driver too who has called 911 on people.
oh,
because
I've
of-
done it. I've done it.
Yeah. But,
I've never done it.
In fact,
I
I've
wouldn't
actually
do
gone
it.
back to the yard
Yeah,
and told them to
Chloe.
their face, "Don't let
I've
him
called
drive
the
again."
I've even done it. I've even called the company and I told them what trailer, because all you have to do is just give them the trailer number and they
Yeah.
know exactly what driver it is.
Yeah.
And like just give you a heads up, as in like just he's going left and right, and he's just, I don't know what he's doing. I can't overtake him because I'm maxed out at my speed. I'm just going to give you a heads up, and no, can I have your name? No, you can't. I'm done. That's it. Just give you
Done.
the information.
Out.
It's up to you from there on.
Chloe, just quickly, the reason why you've probably not seen this is because what we're talking about is something called a motorway, and motorways generally have
This is
more
where I'm going
than just like
wrong.
it's
You
it's
might
more
have
than
been
just
on one
like
in your
one lane.
car.
I think I've been on it once, and it was
Maybe a junction or two.
Possibly, yeah.
All right.
Getting confused
Neil in the
by
comments
that
asked, you can do 70 miles an hour in America. You can do 80 miles an hour in some states in a truck, by the way.
Can you?
Yeah, you can go 75
think
miles
I'd
an hour
want
in
to.
Idaho. I know, right? But it's just a waste of fuel is the thing. It's just when you're going that fast, your miles per gallon is gone way down. As in, like, you might as well. You can drive more in your day because of that. So I don't know. I just think overall you're losing money because of the.
Do they
the
have a
fuel
hard
economy.
limiter?
Anyway.
Yeah.
Depends on the company. You can, if you own, like every company that I've worked for, nearly had the small company I worked for, you can go as fast as you wanted, as long as whatever, but the
Within the
bigger
law.
companies have a hard one, as in depending on where you are in the company. If you're like in LA, they keep you at 55 miles an hour. Like if you're a local LA, you never leave LA. All right,
Yeah.
So but if you're in Denver, where it's like 65 miles an hour, well, that's where they keep it. But yeah, it's they have a computer and they can change that speed limit anytime they want because they're hooked up to it and everything. So
there's more.
Wow.
Are there a lot of trucks that are completely unlimited in America?
yeah, if you own your own truck, yeah, you can do whatever you want with it. A lot of people own their own
That
truck, by
sounds
the way.
terrifying.
And there's a lot of smaller companies too that just, I know they're a smaller company and they just don't care. I don't know, they have different. I've noticed that, like some smaller companies let their drivers do a lot more. They just trust. There's more of a trust issue with them, or trust with them, But yeah, but most companies, bigger companies especially, they put a cap, and I love that cap. That cap has saved me thousands and thousands of dollars. All right, because I didn't speed because I couldn't. Yeah,
Fair one.
So Neil in the comments has just said he sticks to 54 and goes for 56 when he needs to
that's
overtake.
a good idea.
I
that
used
is
to
good
do the
plan.
exact same when I wasn't tipper driving. I used to do the exact same thing, and I think I do think there should be like a DR. You know what DRS is? Like it's on F1 cars. Not specifically
yeah.
like that.
I've heard
Basically,
of
they
it,
can
yeah.
open some up and you can just get a
Yeah.
little bit of extra speed for
Yeah.
like for an overtake. They should have
So
like
you're
a
now
DRS
talking, like,
button.
So you get like stream and stuff like that. DRS
Well, no,
button for
maybe not
overtaking.
that, but like it'd be nice if there was a button where for like I don't know a minute, you could bring the speed up to, I don't know, 58. Just a couple of mile an hour over, just so you can get a quick overtake, get back in, and then
That's
doesn't
called
let you
going
do it for a
downhill.
while. You could do more than 58 going down a hill, depending on it. Fucking, you could do way more than a 58.
Okay, well, I wouldn't go faster. It scares me. Not a good driver.
There are some trucks that, this max speed was 65, but for 40, I don't know, maybe like 45 seconds, it will allow you to go unlimited, just to overtake, and then it would cut you down.
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah,
I like that. Yeah,
yeah, that's fucking ace.
That was, because otherwise you're like holding everyone back. Like,
yeah.
Maybe your max speed is like 1 mile an hour faster than the other guy. Anyway, so yeah.
Neil's just put in the comments saying he'd get sacked for going over 60. I would as well, actually. Our limiter is 100k, 100 km, whatever it is. What we got miles per hour. What's the other one? Km per hour. Yeah. But if you go over 100 on us, we'll get a disciplinary, and if you do it more than twice, you'll get sacked. Basically. There you go.
I'm not telling you what my high score is, but I am an ex-tipper driver, so you can figure that out for yourselves.
I don't know what mine is. Like, I know when I was working for a smaller company, the speed limit was 70. I think I went 75. And I didn't like it. I just didn't like that speed.
Scary.
It's too scary,
horrible.
isn't it? Knowing how long
Yeah.
it takes to slow down.
Yeah.
If something goes wrong.
It was just the
Corner
speed.
or-
I feel like I have to extra concentrate now. It added more to my job, I felt like, instead of just relaxing, putting it in cruise control. Because sometimes the cruise control is set to a certain amount, but, you can go faster with the accelerator, so...
Can I just point out Nessa's been shouting at us, so maybe housekeeping is in order.
All right, Tom, you can do housekeeping this week.
Actually,
You actually do it pretty
where?
good. You do it.
Yeah.
In the chat.
There's
chat?
capital letters.
I have
and
not
everything
seen that
on.
at all.
Capital letters.
I genuinely can't
Come
see
on.
that. Right. Give us money, please. Thank you. Right.
There we go. Anyway. Oh, yeah. In order to give us money, they have to go to some places.
Yeah, go to patreon.com/JAPT or just search Just Another Joking Podcast Patreon. There are loads of perks. For instance, you can be sat in the chat with us. You get access to the Discord. We chat about random bollocks.
Shit. Yes.
Pretty much more of the same as what the podcast is. And so, I mean, the big thing is the fact that you can actually be part of the chat and you can actually kind of put input, and you can be your name, like what you're saying can be in the show. And yeah, it's great like that. And if you want to support the podcast in other ways, you can go to salmonslap.com. Go and get yourself some merchandise. There is, I believe there is some stuff behind the scenes going on with some new merch, which
We do
may
have
or may
some
not
new
have come in
hats.
wrong.
Yeah, some new beanies and some new bobble hats. They just need to contact us on one of our social media pages to be able to order one of those.
Yeah,
Okay.
because
Excellent.
that's like not through the, I can't remember what company we use now for the main merch.
Teesprings.
What's
Is it Teespring?
That's it. Yeah, it is Teespring. Yeah.
Teesprings use. Yeah.
What we could
Yeah, there you
do is we could link the Teespring shop now to our YouTube channel because we are monetized. Finally.
That's very good.
Finally. So you might be able to
think
buy
we
the merch through the YouTube channel soon.
Yeah, but let's be honest.
We'll see if we can work it out.
The majority of people who listen on audio format, anyways.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
don't get
Very
many
true.
people listening on YouTube. Right.
Wow, what is happening to this hamster behind me? It's getting brutalized.
And you have to watch on YouTube to find out.
Yep.
Should we do the quiz?
Yes, let's do a
Let's-
quiz. I'm up
Let's
for a
do
quiz.
the quiz. Let me just get my chart so I can
Is
keep
it truck
score.
related? You said, isn't it?
Or
Yeah,
is it
it's-
like we have to watch your channel?
I'm gonna
It's
to
all
get the
truck.
answers?
No. You'll get the answer straight away. Okay. There's some.
I'm sure you said this before.
Pardon?
I'm sure you said this before, and you're like, "Oh, these are all easy," and I didn't get a fucking one of them.
Most
That's
of these
every
are
week,
actually
isn't it?
easy.
They're all easy.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I'm also really, really thick, so
Okay, we've
No
got
arguments there.
I
We've got-
call them like I see them.
we've got 12 questions. Okay,
Okay.
and I'm going to be
What do we
keeping
win?
score.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to be best of 3. So the first person to win 3 quizzes in a row gets to choose a forfeit for the person who gets the least amount of wins.
Excellent.
Okay.
Excellent.
So over the next 3
it's
quizzes,
going to be me that loses.
over the next 3
Well, I'm
quizzes,
getting
I'm
so-
keeping score.
Okay.
So, okay.
Is it between the three of us, or is this against
Well, it's patrons involved. Yeah, if patrons win, do we all get a forfeit? I take
Because
it.
having my wife and Neil and all those compete
they're
against
gonna
us,
win, aren't
we
they?
haven't- Yeah, just
Yeah,
my
it's
wife
quite
alone would
fair.
end up winning.
Well, it's between you 3.
Fucking bitch.
Yeah.
So whichever one of the 3 of you
God.
wins
Wow.
the most quizzes
You
can
say
choose the
that.
forfeit. Okay,
Okay.
are we ready? Okay,
We're-
question
I'm
1.
ready.
Which enforcement agency in the UK, also known as Department for Transport, targets commercial vehicles for compliance and roadworthiness?
DVSA.
CBSA.
Tom got it first.
David is
So we
not
also
going to
got
love
it.
this
Dave
one.
wasn't going to get that one.
It's not just UK questions, so don't panic. Although this is possibly just a UK one. I don't think it is. Which manufacturer invented the 3-point seatbelt?
Volvo.
Oh, Volvo. Aha! I got there first, surely.
You didn't. It was me.
Tom did.
I said Volvo. No, in my mind. Fuck you. I got that.
Can I
one.
have a
Whatever.
You
can
got
I
it
have
right,
a bonus
but-
point for also saying, Volvo, when they got the patent for it, they then made the patent free for everyone to use.
Yeah.
They did,
And they gave it
because
to
they
Volvo
chose
all
safety
round.
first.
Doesn't
Yeah.
mean you get extra points.
Yeah,
If there's a draw,
Good
I do have a
Volvo.
bonus question.
because we're Swedish and we like both safety and the meatballs.
Yes.
I think.
Right. Question 3.
Sound like Woody Woodpecker, dude.
What do the initials CDL stand for?
Commercial driver's license.
Yes.
Fuck's sake.
Everyone should
commercial
know
driving
that.
Tom
license.
was going to get that one.
Come on, Chloe, you need a point.
I had one.
What do the
Tom took it.
And actually, David, you need a pint. So. That's 'cause
What do the initials STGO stand for?
Special Transport Goods Order.
Fucking hell. What is the longest interstate in the USA?
The
I-
I-95.
Oh my God.
I-80.
Pure guess.
What did you say, David?
I-80.
What,
No.
who-
Not I-80?
I-51.
Hold on.
I-5.
The I-42.
Higher or lower? I-28.
I-106. The I-1.
I-6. I-60. I-10.
The I-62. I'm just
Higher or
using
lower?
British ones
Come
now.
on, David, I want you to win this one.
The I-1M. I don't know. I'm just going
Your-
for like
your
British
wife's
names.
saying
I-90.
I-10.
It's I-80.
Well, according to the transport,
The
whatever it's called in
I-10,
the USA, it's the
I-20.
I-90.
God damn
Technically,
it.
technically, I would have got there eventually because I was going to do it all the way up to 100.
Technically, I did say it. I did say it, but I don't
Wait.
really. But
When
again,
did
it
you
was more.
say it?
I kind of said it. I was like, I-90.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
But I
now
really- it was
conveniently.
more of like
I-80,
a-
you said.
Yeah, I know. I said I-80, but there was again. I know. I was sticking to my answer. I don't want to like kind of guess, but all right, okay. From Seattle
Imagine that on the
I'm gonna-
weakest
I'm gonna
link.
say. I'm gonna say from Seattle to Baltimore, probably, or Seattle to because I-90.
Yeah, it's definitely I-90. 3,021 miles. Seattle, Washington, and
my
travels through
God.
Pacific Northwest.
Fuck
Yeah.
me.
Ending
That's long.
in Massachusetts.
Yeah, that was right.
So
I was right on the cities.
That is like when I'm out like doing like proper tipping and like going out like traveling. That's about what I would do in a full week in one
What I'm
in one
doing about a
motorway.
year.
A lot of people have said that, yeah. So nobody got that one.
Well,
You can't claim that,
Wow.
David, because
No.
you said I-80.
Yeah, no, I stick to I-80. I wouldn't.
8, what did you say?
We all lost that one.
Yeah, we all lost that.
Unbelievable.
I'm fine with that.
Whatever.
If that answer is wrong, and I've checked it on 3 different websites, it says the same thing, then
No, well, no,
Then I'll
I
let you have
accept
it,
it.
David.
I accept it. I think I-80 is from San
Whoa,
Francisco.
whoa. You can't,
To,
you can't change
to
this
New
by
York.
checking answers are right.
Excuse me, Tom. Who argued at a pub quiz? Thank you.
Oh shit! I
and
did.
got his
Yeah.
girlfriend to
I have
text
no leg
someone.
to stand on
Yeah,
here.
so you can't go back on that one.
But it was wrong. It was wrong. The question was incorrect. I'm
Okay.
just saying.
Okay. Go on then. Next one.
All right. Next question. Which is the shortest motorway in the UK?
I-6751.
Oh, the A4. A25.
You're not far off, David.
It's like the is it not this? It's like 621 or something like that,
A64.
or 6. It is off. It's off the M6. I'm pretty sure. So it starts with the 6, does it? And
Oh, it's a
I'll give you
motorway,
a
isn't
clue.
it?
It's
So
in
an
Scotland.
M. Oh,
it's in Scotland.
M52. I don't know what's up there. M10.
So I'm
N6.
trying to think. There's the 7.
M5.
There should be a timer on these questions and these answers.
Yeah.
M4.
The M4 is
Okay, you're all
definitely not
wrong.
in Scotland.
Okay.
I've
I
a
do-
small got it. It's the A8M.
Whatever.
The A8.
Yeah, whatever.
280 meters long.
Meter, okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
the A8M.
Oh well.
It's
Well,
280
I
meters
should
long.
have known that because I do watch that. What's that guy who does like the really boring videos on motorways? He does
I know
these
the one.
really boring videos on YouTube about basically
But they're
about
very, they're very
but
educational.
for some reason, despite the
Auto
fact that these
shenanigans.
are auto shenanigans, it is technically the most boring YouTube channel there is. All he does is talk about motorways and the junctions, and for some reason, every single time I see one of his videos, I click on it, and every single time I watch the entire fucking thing, and at the end of it, I'm like, that was really interesting. That it's not. It's not interesting. It's fucking boring. I need to get a life. I should not watch that channel. And if you are listening to this,
Well, obviously
and you
not,
happen
because
to
you didn't
click
get
on
the
it,
fucking answer.
well, no, but the guy, the auto shenanigans guy, if he happens to click on this, I love your channel. I am addicted to your channel. It is hideously boring, and I hate myself every time for watching it. Every time. I will watch a full video on a motorway that I might have been on once, and I'm listening to this back going like, oh, there's this interesting thing here, and this and this, and I'm like, why? Why have I just watched this? I love you and hate you, mate. Sorry. There you go.
Love-hate relationship. You gotta love them.
Excellent.
Anyway, next question. It's name that truck. So I'm going to play you a sound,
Oh my-
and you've got to tell me what truck it's
What?
from.
Oh, okay.
Volvo.
Oh, Daff.
Chloe got it first.
Really?
Yeah, Chloe gets a point.
Do you know what? Do you know
She
what?
just pinched you.
Excuse me, Chloe. Fucking you take your ground there, lass.
Don't take my point.
I actually nearly said
your point,
Daff
Chloe.
before she even played the sounds because like it's gonna be a Daff. It's gonna be
You
a
guys have
Daff,
Volvo over
and it's
there,
gonna be
don't you?
huh?
Do you
Say
guys have
again.
Volvo over there?
Pardon?
Well, we have Volvo over here, but
Volvo.
everyone,
Volvo.
Okay.
but,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
that,
we do.
But that noise, that oh, fucking honestly,
Yeah. 100%
It's
Daff.
so distinctive, isn't it?
yeah.
And if
that-
someone's got
that sounds,
faults,
by the
it's
way-
always there.
When I was doing a lot on TikTok, David, I got you to. Do you know that there's that Homer Simpson thing I got you to cut the sound out of?
Yeah.
I was going to basically put that sound. There's this sketch on sketch or this scene from The Simpsons where he's making this device that always sounds an alarm whenever everything's okay. It's the everything's okay alarm, and that's what that daft sound is. It's basically just letting you know everything's okay.
Okay.
There you go.
Sums it up.
Okay, at what age does a HGV driver have to have their second medical?
17.
55.
50.
60.
I think it is 55. Is it not?
57.
Well, 60.
I'm going to change my answer if that's okay.
65.
48.
No.
49.
You're close, David.
47.
No.
50.
You called it.
46.
Nope. No.
45. 40, 50.
45.
49.
45.
45.
45 is
Oh,
the
no.
is your second medical.
What did I say? 45?
Then it's every Yeah, it's 45, so you got that, David. Just about. By trial and error.
I don't think I should get the edge. I don't want a point for that. That's just ridiculous.
Oh,
It's
no.
older than that. Oh my god.
I said
So
Yeah,
that's
so it's
7 years
45
away.
is your second medical.
How long?
Don't worry, mine is too.
Oh,
So yeah,
far
your
away
second
is it?
medical is at age 45.
Nessa, I
Then
don't
you
like
have to
these
have a
questions
medical
anymore.
every 5 years until you're 65.
We have to have a
And
medical
then it's every year after that.
every 2 years. We have to get one.
Is
Yeah.
it?
Yep, every 2 years,
Wow.
which I think is a good thing.
So
You know what I mean? As in, like, especially if you're in, well, we're okay out like I am. You know, I like, but there's some drivers out there like, Jesus Christ Almighty, are you paying the doctor just to give you a bloody medical card? And like, seriously,
Yeah.
it's £550. No, you cannot do the same kind of squat that I can do. You know, just
We
anyway.
don't have to squat in a medical.
it's nuts, and some drivers you just don't understand how they can do the job, let alone pass a medical.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if they got sleep apnea.
Oh yeah.
Not sleep apnea. What's it called? Where you fall asleep all the time?
That is sleep
being
apnea, isn't it?
tired.
I think it is. Yeah.
Sleep
Right.
apnea
Is
is
it?
No,
when you are sleeping.
Sleep apnea is stopping breathing, isn't it?
Oh. Okay.
Narcolepsy.
Asbestosis.
Narcolepsy, that's
I
the
don't
one. I'll do, Chloe. Anyway, next question. In which year was Mack Trucks founded?
1945.
Way before then.
Really?
1901.
Who trucks? Map trucks. Oh, Mac.
Mack.
Oh, 1900s.
Well, that's like a
Dead on
100-year
the
gap,
year. Yeah,
100-year window right there.
Right,
That's a 100-year gap, yeah.
1900.
David's been closest.
1922.
1920.
1917. 1915.
What did you say before that, Chloe?
1900, exactly.
You did say 1900.
Yeah. Is it
She got it right.
It's
1900?
1900.
Did she say
Yeah.
1900?
Yes.
Did she say 1900?
1900.
No. Okay.
I-
First,
That was
I said
first
the
time.
1900s, but I meant the 1900 exactly. And then I did say the 1900 date. There you go.
Oh, nice one,
I
Chloe.
feel like there's some pandering going on here.
No.
David, you did say 1901 at one point, didn't you?
I did, yeah. After I guessed
Yeah.
19.
1 year off.
Yeah.
1 year off.
Unlucky. 1 year
should have
doesn't
that
help you.
Okay, there's three questions left.
Yes.
Dave and Chloe have 2 each, and Tom has 3.
Oh, fuck you.
So it's close. Okay. Which manufacturer has the highest speed record of a truck at 171 miles an hour? Which manufacturer holds the
Oh,
record?
fuck.
Must be
Scania.
Mercedes.
Peterbilt.
Neil just says, Jesus, can you tell I'm not using Google? It's a well-known manufacturer,
Volvo.
both available in the
Mercedes.
US and
Are we just going to keep
Kenworth.
guessing till we get
Volvo.
it right?
Chloe's got it.
What'd you guess?
What was it?
Volvo.
Oh my god.
Really?
Volvo. Yeah.
You know what? I
Volvos are the
guessed
best.
Volvo first, and I thought there's no way it can be Volvo.
It's so weird. I thought the same thing.
Do you know what?
I
I
decided
thought
not
the
to
same
say it.
thing as well.
Possibly.
I was going to shout Volvo, and I was like,
Genuinely, I'd have sat here and gone through every single truck manufacturer, every single one of them before I said Volvo, because I just didn't.
And you
think
would have
it
said,
pick
well, it's
Volvo
not
last.
Volvo. So blah, 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 blah.
Volvo Iron Knight.
Volvos are the best.
Okay. Which manufacturer sold the most HGV units in 2021 in the UK? Yep, Dave got it straight away.
God
Well
damn.
done, David.
Daft.
How did you know that?
Oh, it's just a complete guess.
So
there's only
Just
a
for-
few that I know. I'm going to get one right eventually if I say the same answer
Yeah.
all the time.
DAF sold 11,600 units in 2021, and Scania sold 5,800.
Wow.
So it's a huge gap.
Isn't it
And
just?
Scania was the second one.
And what percentage of them got to the customer without breaking down?
Probably not a lot. Plus recalls and
So in actual
okay,
fact,
we are neck and neck.
so in actual fact, it was Scania that got the most delivered to the customer, because out of them 11,000, only about 2,000 got to the
What you'll
customer
find
without a
is
single
the
breakdown.
the daft
That's
ones
not the
were
question, though.
replaced. Daft ones went back for repair and then were replaced with a brand new one. That's what it was.
So technically, that's how they built up the
Technically, yeah.
numbers.
Yeah,
It was...
that's how they built the numbers.
I'm going to look into that, Chloe. You could be right. Okay, final question. This could be the decider.
Oh yeah, because we were
when
draw.
were digital 3-all?
We all three.
shit.
Oh my god.
When
We all are?
This is like fucking planned or
Yeah.
some shit.
when were digital tackle cards introduced?
1994. 1997.
1999.
2005.
95, 96, 97, 98. 98.
Chloe's been the closest so
2010.
far.
Listening to her.
1 year out.
No,
2004.
2004.
What did I
No.
say?
2006.
What did I say?
2006. 2006.
2006.
2006.
2004.
2001, 2002.
Dave, give me an
2001,
answer.
2007, 2008.
2005,
2006, 2007,
2006.
2009.
2003.
Stop. Stop. You're all going to give me one answer, okay? And that's what your
All
answer's
right,
going to be.
Okay.
Tom,
Right, 2006.
Tom, what's your answer?
2000,
Chloe,
2005.
2009.
Dave. Right, Tom got it. It's 2006.
Oh, fuck
Yes.
you.
What if
I mean,
Did
I
you actually say
shouted that
2006?
2006. I shouted that so many times.
No, you did not.
Yes, I did.
Chloe said it too, but you're all going through all the dates. I can't just say, oh, you've got it.
I
should've
definitely
done.
said 2006
It was
as well.
the 1st of May 2006
We
is
all
when
said
they
it at
started
some
installing
point.
them.
Honestly,
Yeah,
that
that
wasn't
quiz
mine.
was
I didn't
definitely
give you that late.
was definitely aimed towards UK people. So,
You still got 3 points.
well, 2 of them were American related, weren't they?
One of which
And
you
you
got
got
wrong.
one wrong.
You got a UK one right.
Anyway.
You got the I-90 one wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But you got the DAF one right.
See, I went with the
surprised.
2005.
So,
'cause
Tom.
that's when everything got introduced. I agree there. Ivor Smallcock said that. That's what I went with.
Tom, you won that quiz.
Well done, Tom. Congratulations.
So you're in the lead.
That's a good point. Do me and
And,
David get a bonus to see who came up runner-up? Because at the moment, we're joint second.
Well, as you are, did you want a bonus question? Like a decider between you who gets second and
Yeah,
third?
let's do it.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, let's go with. Have you seen the chevrons on the road? So you can see the distance, estimate the distance between you
Yes.
and the car in front of you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about, Dave?
I'm piece of paint on the ground.
Yes,
Might
a
be in
piece
my
of paint on the
favour.
ground. It's shaped like an arrow.
Yeah, go on. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Which car manufacturer invented them?
Oh, fuck.
Wow, that is
Ford.
not the
Volvo.
question I
Say
thought you were
Tom.
going to say.
You got it.
Uh,
No.
No.
Volvo. Everything else has been
Look at the
Volvo.
shape of them. It
Citroen.
should tell you exactly who Citroen.
no,
Dave got it.
no, I don't. I refuse to take that. I'm sorry.
You add it from the
I,
chat.
for some reason, I looked at it. Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
Well
I don't want that point. I don't want that.
My son just brought me a
Chloe,
coffee. Isn't that great?
Chloe gets that win because I cheated by accident.
Oh, thanks, David.
Accidentally on
I'll take
purpose.
that.
I thought I was
I'm gonna call it a
honestly
tie.
okay. This was a little bit dyslexic on my part. I didn't read Citroen. I read Chevron, even though it said Citroen, and then
Yeah.
then somebody said, look at the word. Oh wait, Citroen. I'm like, oh wow, okay. But anyway, no, it was still yeah. I'm gonna give Chloe that.
Ah, I'm going to take it. Forfeit. Unlucky.
All right then. So yeah, best of 3. So Tom, you've won this first one.
And David lost.
What do I
then.
get then? What do I get a prize?
Well,
You'll
the
get a
first
forfeit
person
prize.
to win over the next 2 quizzes now, all these 3 quizzes, whoever wins the most picks a forfeit for the person who wins the least.
That's
So,
why
like,
it's
whether
very
that be
important
singing or dressing
to work
up
If you were
out
listening,
who
Tom, you would
failed.
have heard that when she did explain that
Yeah.
at the very start of the
I,
quiz.
I'll be honest with you. I kind of listened to it, but I was.
I know
gonna-
you would do. I can tell when you have
I'm used to
focus.
being ignored by you lot. Don't you worry. Every
Are
week.
you?
Every week.
I'm guilty of it, too. Especially at the start of the story.
Excellent. I enjoyed that. I didn't
Okay.
lose
So I shall
either.
keep them scores for next time.
Right, okay, I've got a topic for you. Okay. So this week, on Wednesday-ish, yeah, it was Wednesday, right? Because it was, Logan's party that we had to spend money on because he arranged it. So it'd be the one day that you didn't want to have an accident and have to go to hospital or something like that. Is the one day you'd injure yourself. So I went to pick up a bin and I climbed in it to move some stuff around so it wasn't overhanging. And there was like, I want to say they're like giant floor tiles. They're like really heavy. So you think of how heavy a breeze block is, yeah? Really heavy, yeah? Would you agree?
Are you talking about a paver?
No, because it's like covered in metal and then like something else. So I think it's concretey, but then it's got metal on it.
It's concretey, is it? Is that the technical term for the substance it's made out of? Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what, because it's got like a wood layer and then a concretey layer and then a metal layer. So I don't know what.
Honestly,
I got told they were floor slabs. I have no idea how else to explain them.
Floor slabs. Yeah, that sounds
floor slabs.
And they're probably heavy too.
Floor slabs.
They were fucking heavy. Okay, so you always go, "Oh, that's going to be fucking heavy. I'll move that off the edge of the bin so it doesn't fall on the car." So I climbed in, and then obviously I go to move it out of the way, and then you obviously feel how heavy, and you think, "God damn, I don't want this to squish my fingers or anything like that."
No, definitely don't.
So then, of course, you put it down. And then within doing that, you stumble a little bit and obviously use your hands to save your ass so you don't go flying off the side of the bin. And then all of a sudden you can see this thing sliding towards your fingers and you can't get out of the way in time and bang! Squishes your fingers. Yeah? One of those? So honestly, I actually thought I'd broken it. I was like, oh my God! I was like, ah! And it was one of those times that I didn't want to take the glove off because I was thinking, I might not have a finger attached. Because I couldn't feel it because it had gone numb. Anyway, I think I've just bruised like a tendon in that. But it was one of those moments that I was like, shit, do I need to go to hospital? And then I was like, no, Logan's got his party tonight. Strap it up. Keep going. And it was just one of those moments that you could see is going to happen. And you think, I'll avoid that. And then it happens anyway. That was that was where I was going with that. What stupid things have you done that you can see is going to happen and it still fucking happens?
I don't know. I'd have to think about it.
I know, Tom, obviously you put your hand through a window.
Were you doing this? Sorry, this is in a car. This wasn't during work or anything, was it?
Yeah, this is in a lorry. Yeah. So,
okay.
So the bins I pick up, I climbed in it to make it secure.
#claim.
Well,
no win, no fee. I do.
Plus, technically, I meant to sign a disclaimer to say I will not climb in bins. So I've not really helped myself there, have I?
No, you haven't. No. I have a friend who was doing concrete pipes, and they were kind of stacking them up or doing something like that, and it dropped onto his hand, and he managed. He did something, and then he managed to get his finger out, and the glove was missing. And then you could see his finger still underneath.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh no! That's
called him
horrible.
You called him
So fucking mean.
I
That's
love
so
it so
mean.
much.
But it happens in skip work. It's like, you
like
say you see a pig farmer with missing fingers because they always lose a finger. I swear skip drivers are the same because we've had a few drivers that have lost fingers.
You see pig farmers without a finger?
There's quite often a pig farm without a finger. Pigs bite it off,
Why?
don't they?
They bite it off?
Yeah.
Why are they shoving the fucking finger into pigs' mouths?
I don't think they're planning it. I think pigs just eat them.
What? Because I know that you don't. That pigs like they'll eat a human being. The only reason why I know that is because of Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels.
Yeah.
Be very wary of anyone who keeps a herd of pigs. Fucking Bricktop. What a fucking absolute legendary character. I honestly. I could have watched an entire film series just about him. Like that, fucking.
We're not dipping into to movies now, Tom. We did enough.
Apparently, we are. Yeah,
we've done that already. We did that already.
It bored some people. So we'll have to
bet some people
give
can
it a few
fuck
more
off.
months before we start talking about that kind of stuff. But yeah, I have accidents to where I knew where I only when snowboarding. Basically, like, oh, this is going to really hurt as I go towards a tree. This, it's like, or okay, here's one when driving, but I didn't get injured. It was, well, I didn't crash either at the same time. It was just on ice.
That's a rubbish.
On
Here's
ice,
one, but nothing happened.
but it was like okay, I'm on ice and I'm sliding towards somebody. My brakes are fully locked and everything.
Oh my God.
I'm only going 5 miles an hour because it's going downhill, and it's like I can't do anything, so I'm just anticipating how bad this is going to be. And thank God she ended up. She heard my horn honking and she took off, and I stopped in the intersection.
Wow,
And
that
I
would
was
have been
pulling
quite
over to put
terrifying.
chains on, by the way, because like, yeah, I'm done. I'm not driving on this way. Or actually, I was pulling over to go to a rest area, and I'm done for the night, and I'll just put the chains on in the morning.
Oh,
But,
ball and chain. Worst I've heard about at work was a driver
I
who had
just
his
read that.
penis degloved in an accident. Oh my God. That's cringy.
That's
Just
right.
because
Yeah.
you just can't imagine it, can you? Yuck.
Actually, one of my mates managed to circumcise himself. That wasn't good.
What accident leads to you?
Yeah, but leads to a circumcision.
I think he was using an angle grinder at the time or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
at least it was
yeah.
quick.
It wasn't good.
What, the guy without a
Properly
cock?
Have you not seen the
circumcised?
Oh no, degloved isn't that like circumcision as well?
Taking the skin
Well,
That's when
completely
there's
off.
bone.
It's an
peeled back, yeah.
extreme.
Ouch.
Yeah, skin
That's an
off. Okay, that's
That's an that's an extreme kink.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. So, someone just said about the term degloved is grossing me out. For some reason, there's something inherently worse about the word degloved rather than riptus. I'd rather police say he's ripped his skin off during an accident. When you say degloved, that just makes it feel just so much worse. Inherently, just so much worse. Yeah, it's
Dejeweled.
Dejeweled. I like that one.
fucking right.
Oh
they're
my
very
God.
much
Yeah,
dejeweled. Yeah.
that sounds horrendous. Yeah, well, thankfully, I don't think anyone's had that. Gross. Go on. What have you done?
Oh, I was just
You
thinking.
can't even think,
to be honest with
can
you,
you?
I was thinking, how would you have a wank after that happened?
You can't, basically.
think that's
Then
like-
again,
Every male listener right now is thinking about that.
You're welcome. All of you are welcome.
I mean, if that happened to you, Tom, is that genuinely the first thing that's come into your head?
Yeah.
It probably
Is it not yours?
I haven't got one. I would be a bit concerned if I degloved it. I'd be like, where's that come from? Bonus.
there's a question to ask Daryl.
I have a very random question for you guys. If you got to just change sex for the day, what would you do?
Oh God!
my
damn it.
God.
We all know what we do, Tom.
I mean, I'll be honest with you,
just
I might
say
not
it.
even leave the house.
Have you seen,
I'm just checking it out.
But you'd
there.
want to know how the
It's fucking
toolkit
great.
works.
the film Jumanji, isn't it, where she plays Jack Black, and she's like, "Oh my God, I'm peeing." Have you seen
Yeah.
that film?
I
That's-
I think girls will be kind of down to the
I
fact
think
that
I'd be
they've got like
excited about that.
essentially a hose. But like for me,
Yeah, I'd be well
mean,
excited.
I'd try the helicopter.
women have a great deal. Like because for a
I'd go
guy,
to the
it's
bathroom
one
as a
and
sword
done.
fight.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we've all done that as guys, haven't we?
Oh, amazing.
Oh dear,
Amazing.
this podcast is about to go off the rails at the end. Girls have got like such a good deal because like guys are just one and done, whereas girls can keep going. I mean,
Yeah, forever.
How
I
unfair
like
is
Neil's
that?
question. I like Neil's
How
question. Would you
unfair.
let a guy do you, Tom? Would
Well,
you?
he would
Honestly,
be female, wouldn't he? If he
I
changed
don't know.
gender.
It depends. I think
I
everyone's
mean, it
everyone's
depends
got
who you
that.
change into, though. If you, for example, swap like you and Kaylee swap bodies for the day, then it would be all right, wouldn't it? practice with each other. But if you
No.
swap with a random person, you'd be like,
I don't
"This
know
is
how I would
weird."
feel about having sex essentially with myself and looking into eyes that I don't know if I feel like. I'm just saying, like,
There's absolutely no
for
need
me-
for me to talk. Just Tom's just covering it all.
Why? You can say stuff, right?
Well,
I think all guys.
wonder what I
whether
would
they're
do
like-
if all of a sudden I had a vagina.
See, all guys have
Do you
got
know what
a...
would be great? Men becoming women experiencing real childbirth.
Fuck that.
Yeah. Oh, can you imagine if your one day was giving birth? Yes, I'm. Oh, no.
That's
your
like one of
forfeit.
them genie wishes, isn't it? Like where you go, I wish I was a woman for a day. Well, you are, but you're also giving labour. Fuck you.
That's a
Well, even
good
just
one.
on you,
And not just
It
like
was like,
an
oh,
hour's
that'd be
worth of it.
hilarious.
Not just an hour's worth of it
a
either.
whole day, a whole day.
The whole day when you're
Tom-
sleep
Tom
deprived
would-
and you've still got to do
Tom
it.
would still do it. Tom would still do it, regardless.
Oh, yeah, you'd still
Everyone,
have a-
clear the room.
Periods.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh,
you got to put up
that
with
would be
periods.
hilarious.
And
Yeah.
put up with you, Tom.
And
You'd
you've got to
have-
run a
you'd have
house
to
and work
with you.
full time.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
set fire to it, be right.
Try that, Tom.
I don't know.
I think men would love
What?
being women for the day.
Oh,
I think they would
I 100% would. It'd be fucking amazing. I would definitely. And the thing is, I think if I was a woman for like a day or like a week, I'd just be a massive slut. Like I would just slut around everywhere, and
With,
you know.
with guys, yeah.
If I,
would
if
you
I
be
was a
lesbian?
guy,
I don't lesbian. But however, there are, for instance, right, there are some men that, like, I think all guys secretly at least have a guy. You're shaking your head. Are you telling me that you
No,
don't have
I'm
at
telling
least
I'm
one
not doing
guy
a fucking
crush?
Minions voice.
No. But you must have a guy crush, David.
I can't remember who it was. Was it Bradley Cooper? I can't remember. I don't.
Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah,
wasn't
Bradley
it?
Cooper. I can see that. Tom Ellis, though. That's a fucking hunk of a man right there.
Tom Ellis.
he's not real.
He
He plays
did Lucifer.
Oh, him. Yeah, we talked about that, didn't we, in a
Yeah.
prior podcast?
I think we
What
might.
about-
I'd have a crack at being gay with him. Fuck me. That's a hunk of a man right there. I'm just saying. Like,
What about the guy that plays Loki?
To
He's
who?
pretty
no,
cool.
not him.
Tom Hiddleston.
No, it's Tom Hiddleston. It's all right. I like him. I definitely have a pint
Interesting.
with the lads, but I wouldn't want to mount him out.
I would still
you're
do the
thinking
same
Ryan
job
Reynolds
if I
then.
was a guy, but I would totally enjoy not being stared at and commented at and all sorts of stuff like that.
Oh my god!
And I would help out.
Nice,
I would
wouldn't
help
it?
out other drivers instead of criticizing them and getting my phone out to
Yeah.
film the mistakes.
Sorry.
Do you know what? That would actually be great. Just be able to get out a lorry without anyone looking and just be like,
Yeah,
yeah,
without the
got
stairs
out
and
a lorry.
everything.
No worries. Oh, that would be good. That would be good. Tom's going full slut. We're going for the experience of no looks.
I will
Yeah,
say
full slut is a great way to go.
that right there. If that's not the podcast title, Tom goes full slut. If that's not the podcast
Yeah.
title, I fucking quit. I fucking quit. I'm done.
That has to
Honestly,
be. It has
the-
to be. Full slut or full slag?
No, Tom goes full slut. That right
Slut,
there.
yeah,
That is the
go with that.
podcast title. Yeah, 100%.
Oh,
I think.
brilliant.
I
Okay,
think realistically, on
Well,
that note, how can we possibly end it any other
We
way?
still Apparently
got
we
Patreon
have-
appreciation.
Yeah. Patreon
Yeah,
well, then,
Patreon
well, we can end it
yeah.
after Patreon. Quickly, go.
Go.
You got to be a minion, Dave. Why
I don't know what-
can't you
that's
be
the
a minion,
thing.
David?
I don't know what a minion sounds like.
Oh, that
Banana.
sounds
I don't
hard.
know.
Banana. Yeah, something like that.
Banana. You got Kevin. You got Steve. You got Stuart. Don't they all sound different?
Because you know all their names, but you don't know what they sound like.
I can't. I have to hear them. I don't. I can't.
Yeah,
you
I
guys throw
couldn't
this
do that.
onto me in the middle of it.
Oh,
Um,
Gav's gone for William Shatner. That
What
would
is-
be quite good.
Tom
What the
William Shatner.
fuck?
Good.
It's
He's the one from Star Trek, isn't he?
Yeah.
yes, he is the one from
Star
Trek.
Wars.
Captain's
Star Wars,
log,
yeah.
stardate
All I-
51
yeah.
326.5.
Yeah, say banana
I
after
remember
their
is-
name. Hemorrhoid Rager, banana. Unless we all say banana
on.
after he says
Okay.
all the names.
Go on.
Okay.
Go for Frank,
Okay.
we'll
Okay.
go.
All right.
Do you
all
want me
right.
to have a... David,
Sure.
would you like me to have a crack at it?
Yeah. Do you want to have the list?
Yes.
Go on.
Okay.
Yes.
Here's the list.
Come here.
Let's
Send
see
me the
if I
list.
can-
Send me the list. you
Okay,
Okay,
bastard.
hold on. Let's just see if I can add the list here. All right, is it
Right,
there?
what
There
we're
we
doing.
go. But the thing is, you don't know which is which. Just go ahead and just do them all in a voice. Go ahead.
All of them in a voice. Where is it?
Yeah.
Where have you sent it?
All
I
of them.
sent it to the chat. It's in the chat. So nobody comment.
Go.
Let me just put this in here.
Don't worry, I can edit this out.
Well, can you? Oh, thanks very much, mate. What, the whole thing? Like, literally, you make... Right. Right. What accent am I doing? What am I doing?
Well, I
Minions.
don't know. You wanted to go
I
with
can't
it.
do fucking
Minions. Yeah.
minions. Right.
No, can't. do
Captain's
it.
log, stardate 516. Got Trucker Maddie. No, that's like whatever. What fucking accent that is? How about should I try?
RuPaul's style. What's that? RuPaul's.
Huh?
Neil said it at the bottom.
RuPaul style. What the fuck is
RuPaul.
that?
RuPaul is a drag queen.
I have no idea if that is.
Yeah.
That would be
Yes,
good.
Queen. Do like that. Yeah.
Very
What, oh, you want me
flamboyant.
to like
A soft,
very-
feminine
You want
voice.
Stereotypical gay
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah. Go on. Yeah. Do fabulous.
Wait,
Absolutely
is
fabulous.
this
Something like that.
wildly offensive by any chance? I feel like this is really, really
Oh, wait.
offensive doing this.
Could be.
Okay, what about absolutely fabulous then? Or something
Disclaimer:
like that?
snowflakes need not listen.
Okay, fuck it. Yeah, please don't put this. Oh, we got to please don't put it online. It is going online. Trucker Maddie, Trucker Colin, Neil Reese, Joe Rodwell, Nihal. I don't even know what this is. Actually, I love about some Scottish. I think I can just about
Go on.
get away with a Scottish accent. Got Arthur Job, Charlie Honohan, fucking shit.
Yeah, you got it right.
Yeah. Jojo. What are these accents? This is really hard, David. We put you under so much pressure.
Yeah, you do.
Honestly, you deserve it, though. You deserve it. We're just going to do the rest of them normally. Let's fucking just crack on with this.
No.
Chris
you can't
Ragg,
do
Stephen
that.
Patterson, Daniel Smead, Gavin Williams, Ginger Mother Trucker, Justin Reaney, Arthur Feltherbrush, Hemorrhoid Rager. One second, I have to read this one properly. Hemorrhoid Rager. Dan M, Big Mike, Trucker Sound, Matthew Frosty. Fucking, I love it. Jack Goodwin, Phil Starkey, Nathan Holloway, Trucker Joe, and John Brown.
Where's Timo?
Where is Timo?
Timo's he's a prick. Fuck him. He doesn't deserve
Does
to be on the list.
does he have a random name?
He might do.
He
It's
probably
possible.
has at the moment. Yeah.
So okay,
It's probably
fair
one
enough.
of them.
Anyway,
Yeah.
thank you guys. We really appreciate.
Yeah,
all
very
you
much,
guys
very much
supporting
appreciated.
us.
All good?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we're all
Thank
good.
you
Ned.
so much for listening. If you haven't listened, how did you get this far? But we shall see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.